In summary, like I said, very encouraging gross investment level. First time we crossed 50 billion ringgit in size. Dividend rate itself at 6.9%.
The Employees Provident Fund (EPF) is eyeing to increase its global asset allocation to 32% from 28% last year. Its Chief Executive Officer, Datuk Shahrir Rizal Rizwan, said EPF's global investments currently stood at 221.56 billion ringgit last year. In 2017, EPF's fixed income, equity, real estate and infrastructure and money market recorded 10.3%, 8%, 9.2% and negative 10.3% growth, respectively. On whether EPF wished to maintain its presence in the United Kingdom, Shahrir said while EPF had been selling some assets there, this was due to the properties having matured for sale for good returns. We also plan to expand into Latin America as well in equities, he added.
The first question basically in relation to the difference in Sharia. Basically, like I mentioned, there's two parts to it. One, of course, is the fact that our Simpanan Conventional has access to global banking stocks, especially in the conventional space, which the Simpanan Sharia does not have. Right? And this is basically a factor of the markets as a whole, basically only providing the kind of instruments for equity exposure only in conventional banking as opposed to Sharia banking. So you look in Malaysia, for instance, we have a lot of very big banks listed on Bursa Malaysia, banks like Maybank, CIMB, RHB, but we only really have one listed Islamic bank, which is Bank Islam, and potentially in the future NBSB, which is also converting into an Islamic bank. So the scope for the Sharia, Simpanan Sharia to actually have exposure to the financial industry is very much more limited. Right? So in a year like 2017, when you have a strong recovery in banking and in the financial sector, right, Simpanan Conventional basically gets that benefit, which basically is absent from Simpanan Sharia. Now you have to remember basically, and this is why I always emphasize, right, it's hard to compare the two side by side because of this big difference in exposure. So the asset allocations are not exactly the same because Simpanan Sharia has a very limited exposure to banking and financial services.